All right, hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna do our demo number 7 for the Baccarat partner betting progression system here. This is what we did this in back in 2013, and I wanted to bring it back with showing some more demos. What happened was, let me tell you a little story. Back in 2013, this is when we discovered this strategy, and then what happened? We started fine tuning things. What I used to do is we would play player and banker, and then what we would do is we would just keep progressing, following the betting progression for 12 rounds of betting and trying to make our $1,000 per table. And we did succeed. However, we also did lose quite a bit as well. You know what? One thing I overlooked on this strategy is the replenishing part of our chips, our original $1,000 buy-in. We each buy in at $500, but we were never replenishing those chips. Instead, we were going through the progressive with our chips still in play. The best thing that we found, that I found that I've noticed, is best to replenish your chips after your wins. Get all your initial investment back from your $500 bankroll, and then go crazy. You can go crazy with the extra chips. We usually pay the white chips represent the quarter chips from the casino money, so it's easy to see. Once you replenish your chips, you've got all kinds of casino chips up here in play. And when you start hitting those streaks of 5 and 8 and 11 and 13, yes, we've hit our highest streak so far was a banker streak, and it was 15 bankers in a row. And we were at max bet after 11, so we cashed out well over $5,000 for that table. We actually cashed in close to around just under $6,000 for that table in our betting there. But you know what? It's not worth it to do it that way, because it's actually much easier to win $200 per table. Limit yourself to eat, and you know what? It's even easier to catch $150 per table, because you know what I noticed in my losing sessions. Because what I mean by losing sessions, when I say I win 65% of the tables, I win $200 at. The other 35% of the losing tables, that includes the 20 hand limit. So within that 20 hand limit, even though I say it's a losing percentage, it's really not. It's actually, sometimes I'll like, if you rewind back to, I think it was demo number 5, where we basically locked in a $50 profit from that table. That is actually considered in the losing sessions, because a winning session is when you're making $200 per table. You can do that 65% of the time. What I meant by the losing sessions is your 20 hand limit. When you reach your 20 hand limit, and win or lose, you walk away from that table. Sometimes you'll walk away with minus $200. Other times you're going to walk away from that table, but you're still going to be up maybe $100 or $25, from $25 to even like $175. Sometimes I'll walk away from that table, I'll retire that table, and still be $175 up on that table. That's what I mean by those losing. The 35% of the time you're going to hit those losing tables. And not all the time. Like, you will never, ever lose your $1,000 bankroll playing at these tables. Never. Yeah, you know what? I can buy in at like $150 per table for each of the partners, and still make my $200 a day profit per table. But at the same time, I could still lose the same amount when I hit those losing tables. Uh, And that's basically what I meant by the 65% and 35%. Back in 2013, yes, we were very conservative. Me and my wife were playing. We were very conservative. We were happy to get our gold card, and now they're even comping us on our platinum cards. And it's just it's crazy that they comp you on your wins as well. So when you start getting even wins, if you're up $1,000 on that table, your comp on your wins is really weird. But that's for the comping part of it. But we won't discuss that part again. There is the commission for the bankers, so don't forget when you get your streaks of bankers, you're putting $1,000 there. You got to put $100 there because that's your or $500 there when you put 10,000. They want 5% because banker does have an advantage when you're betting. So you can basically go from there. It's a really fun way to play baccarat. If you intend to get very rich from this, I find, you know what, it's okay. You're making $500, $600, $1,000 a day, and but what got us is we are there every day. We're at that casino every day, and the dealers get to know you. It becomes a little bit of a social thing. So the dealers start to know you, the supervisors start to know you, and everybody starts to know you, and it becomes kind of like a little bit of a lifestyle. So keep in mind that when you're getting greedy, just keep in mind the casino's always open. They're open 24 hours a day, and they never run out of money. So what good is it to make your $5,000 and $10,000 a day? Yeah, you can do it. It's possible, but why bother? I mean, you're only gonna you're gonna come back to visit again the next day, or go to another casino and do it all over again. I mean, I travel all over the world. We play casinos all over the place. We play baccarat everywhere. Me and my wife and I. But I just wanted to say, like, people get to know you after a while when you visit these tables. People get to know you after a while, and they know what you're. They see you winning. They ask a lot of questions. Um, One of the mistakes we did make was back in 2013. I started taking pictures of the scoreboards. I started taking pictures of the money. I started taking pictures of the chips, and that was a really bad idea. So, you know what? I've proven this strategy to work over and over and over many times. I am not going to be posting any live table money. I am not going to be posting chips. I am not going to be posting pictures of the scoreboards. I did get into a little bit of a trouble there because I accidentally, when I took a picture of my wife sitting at the table, I took a picture of one of the casino players had their name tag there in the picture, so I kind of got me in a little bit of trouble there. So just so we're all on the same page here, there's the low key thing. If you want to use this strategy at the casinos and make money on a low key, hey, go for it. You know what? Making $200 per table, you're not going to get many people bothering you. I mean, there's guys there that will come up and say, here, put this $5,000 chip on your bet. And you just do it. You know, a $5,000 bet, one hand, is nothing at a baccarat table. So when I'm betting quarter chips, it's really nothing. So it just, no, you don't have to get greedy. I mean, that's the main thing. I focus, when it comes to money management, I focus on this part right here. So this is the part I focus on. So anyway, this is going to be demo number 7. Sorry to waste the first 9 minutes of your time here for explaining certain things. So let's just start our demo number 7 here. Demo number 6 wound up in a loss. We lost minus $250 after the 20 hand limit. Let's see if we get it back right here real quick. So we're going to use the wizardofodds.com/play/baccarat for dealing the cards. And I'm going to start player banker, deal the cards, and banker wins. Next bet. Banker wins again. Banker goes to 75. Compliments the player with a chip after two wins. And banker wins a third time. After a third time, you're winning 150. You regress to 50. So at this point, we're going to pull in our chips here. Now, this is what I mean by using the banker's chips, the casino chips, to make money on. Now, if you want to get aggressive and go all the way to the end, hey, go for it. Do whatever you want. This is all casino chips. We have $50 on banker, 25 on player. Let's deal. Banker wins again, natural 9. So this is where we go to 75 on banker, 25 on player. We'll deal again. And banker wins again, natural 9. So at this point, we are at $150 in profit. Now, this is what I meant. If you want to take the easy way out, usually when you look at the player history, that's 5 hands. In 5 hands, you just made yourself $150. So you can take that and run, call it a session, boom, end of deal, done deal. You just made $150 in like less than 5 minutes time. But what we're gonna do is because this is casino chips, we are gonna pull back some profit. We're gonna pull back some profit, and then we'll go from there. But if you want, again, it's all about replenishing your chips. So all our chips are replenished. If we want, we could get aggressive, and what the heck, let's just get aggressive. Let's put 125 on banker. We'll follow our streak going all the way up, and compliment the player with the losing bet. And let's deal again. Now keep in mind, all I had to do was bet $50 to make my goal. That's normally what I would do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it ride, because we're going to be a little bit aggressive. So at this point, we have banker wins again. So at this point, we go like this. We get paid here. And here's our profit for the for this session. So we just made a $250 profit in under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes, we just made a $250 profit right there. And we didn't even have to use our chips. And when we're looking at the player history, that's only in 6 hands. As little as 6 hands, we just made a $250 profit. So this ends our demo session for number 7. And I know in demo number 6, I went minus 250 after the 20 hands. Well, guess what? I just got back the $250 in less than 6 hands. So we're going to call that a session. Now, although it showed this on the Wizard of Odds play on the cards, this actually happens at the casinos too. Don't think that, oh, this is fixed. It was all on the internet. It was rigged. You know, they don't, how do they know? They're not compared to a real shoe. But you know what? Real shoes are like that as well. Many, many, many shoes that we play. You know what? My wife and I will play like, sometimes we'll play 15 shoes in a day. Every 15 minutes, they start a new shoe at another table. And we'll play sometimes 15 shoes. We'll hit a lot of losing ones. We'll hit some where we win only $25, $50. Some we'll win $100. And a few of them we'll win $200 on. Our goal was to make $1,000 a day or more. I mean, back then our goal was $2,000. We kind of increased our limit a little bit, and we'd go to make the $2,000 to $5,000 a day. But it all boils down to this. If you stay on a low key, make a couple $100 per table. Hitting 5 of these tables is very easy. And don't worry, if you hit shoes like this where you win 6 in a row, it happens. It happens many times where you'll hit your table goal after 6 hands. But then you will hit some tables where you're going to hit them where you're going to go maybe 18 or 16 or 15 hands, and you'll make your $200 goal going back and forth. So because you do get those choppy tables that you want to try to avoid. So that's demo number 7. Cheers.